Okay, Tilak.
Yes.
Leaving now.
Okay. See you soon.
41 minutes, they say.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Take your time.
Okay, honey. See you at home. Bye.
Yeah. 41 minutes.
That's what they say.
Okay. See you soon.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Isn't it? On BT after the Liverpool win in the Champions League, sort of arguing, is this the best Liverpool side of all time? And I don't know if it is recency bias. It's ridiculous to compare what would happen.
Take the next right onto Godwell Road, A1.
Playing a different sport. But it is fascinating that a team that had been looked at as that good.
In a quarter of a mile, flight left onto Pentonville Road, A501.
Yeah, go very, very quickly because the margins are so small. I mean, the reality is Manchester City is so good that you have to be in the ballpark to be the best Liverpool team ever to match them. So yeah, it's a reasonable discussion. And I have to say, I've seen most of the great Liverpool sides, and I'm going to believe that this is the best team. So they're just brilliant all over the pitch. And obviously the feel-good factors are really high this week with beating Villarreal and of course Klopp announcing that not only is he not leaving in 24, he's staying for another 2 years. So he's going to be here till 26. So it's pretty good times to be a Liverpool supporter.
Isn't it just? And I think I say we like people do. You can't speak for everybody. I can't speak for everybody for certain. But maybe, even though I think Jurgen Klopp is an unbelievable manager and what he's achieved has been so extraordinary, but part of me is not necessarily giving him the credit that he deserves for what he has done to this Liverpool team. The as you say, all over the pitch. Like the balance of that team is extraordinary. The recruitment is amazing. The kind of connection that he has, like it couldn't be a more perfect fit.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely unbelievable. I mean, he's sort of it's not a case of him sort of getting the city and that sort of thing, and connecting with the fans. It's a happy accident because he's just the perfect personality to manage the club, and none of it's sort of none of it's put on. It's just him. It's just the way he is, and he couldn't have found a better club. And it is absolutely remarkable because everyone talks about the recruitment and says how good it is, and yet it's basically the same team that was doing it for the 5 years before Klopp came. And remember the transfer committee. Remember all the sort of the way people mock Liverpool for the signings. Emre Can, people like that. It's Lazenberg and things. Then people, you look back to that period. Things changed when Klopp got there. They'd already bought some good players before that. He managed to refine the transfer system to buy players that just suited his game perfectly.
We had Adam Rowe on in the week, and he said that Liverpool even got a specialist derby player now in Divock Origi. He's there just only to play in the derbies. like an American goal kicker, they just bring him on specifically to play in the derby. They do seem to have two people in every position. It's amazing, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's they went from having at the beginning of the season, people questioned this, saying, did they have enough depth to actually compete?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it coalesced, and not only, arguably they've even got a better squad than Manchester City. Despite the fact that City have spent so much money over the years, but in comparison. So it is unbelievable, and Origi is fantastic, but we shouldn't intrude on Evertonians' pain, not at this difficult time for them.
Newcastle today, I've been very open about how I feel about that takeover. I get yelled at whenever I mention it, but I not mention where the money's coming from. And I judge people who take that money. Having said that, they're on form, and you look at where teams might drop points, and I bet you've looked at Manchester City's run in and gone, where could they possibly drop points? This isn't a simple game, is it?
No. I was talking to someone connected with Newcastle yesterday, and they were saying, we wouldn't be surprised if we took something off here. And I was like, okay. It's going to be a difficult place to go to. I mean, obviously, the Newcastle and the Tottenham game next week are awkward. But having said that, the way Liverpool are playing and the form they're in, they're so relentless. I can see them actually winning out to the end of the season. But unfortunately for Liverpool, you'll see City doing the same. It's I mean, they're two quite remarkable teams, and while Eddie Howe has done a fantastic job there, and yes, I have all the same caveats as you about the ownership and what's happening up there. Newcastle will be a growing power over the next few years, whether we like it or not. They're just not there yet, even though, as everyone said, in a form table, since Eddie Howe's over, we're talking about the fifth in the league. So I think that's what we can expect in the future. But Liverpool might arrive on the doorstep today a bit too early for them to have any pretensions of playing with the big boys.
Can I ask you a very 10-year-old playground question? Who's your favourite player? Oh, lovely.
My favourite player has got to be Salah for Liverpool. He's actually one of the difficult things is I'm not saying that Nelson because of his cricket. That sort of thing.
Easy what you are in the playground. Is it your Andy Robertson? I would be Thiago, right? I would just. There's something about the way he passes a football, just the way he kicks a football. And we spend so much time when we analyse football, we talk about football, we talk about so many things. We spend very little time talking about the art of actually kicking it. And I don't think there's a nicer kicker of a football than Thiago Alcantara.
Oh, I mean, in terms of style, and class, he just loses it, doesn't he? You just think to yourself, wow, he can put the ball in places that other players can't. So yeah, I wouldn't mind being a perfect ball. I wouldn't mind being Artisan as well. That's one of the things about this team as well. They're all very, very likeable characters.
Yeah.
And there's no wrong amongst them.
They've been allowed to have a personality, haven't they? And it's because of that the team's got a personality.
Yeah, across the line, you think to yourself, this is a great bunch of players, and they kind of reflect personality. There's an irrepressibility about them that is completely and utterly admirable. So, it depends on me mood from moment to moment to my favourite player.
And actually, another interesting thing is they are likeable, right? But there is for neutrals, I think neutrals still quite like them. It's the football they play, and Jurgen Klopp is very likeable players as well. If you have relentless success for years and years, then everybody hates you, and that's why everybody is pretty relaxed about Man United having a terrible time. It's quite nice to see their fans suffer for a bit after 20 years of domination. So I guess this is the absolute sweet spot, Tony, where you like your team and we like your team, and everybody
It's
likes
not annoying
you.
yet.
It's not annoying yet.
Yeah, I mean, but let's be honest, we don't really care. We don't want you to like us.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll change my mind. Good luck this afternoon. Thanks for coming on, Tony. Appreciate it.
Cheers, Tony.
A pleasure, chaps.
Good man. Tony Evans there, columnist for the Independent. Newcastle Liverpool is live. 12:30 kickoff. Freshman's your host, Sam Masface, and Mickey Gray, your commentators. We will do Manchester City in a little bit. Look ahead to their game against Leeds, another tricky game for them. 5:30 kickoff. That one. Ian Danta is live. It's Ali McQuist's family's favourite part of the entirety of Talksport Empire, including the sort of 15 hours that Ali does on the station. And we'll do that too. So.
Philip Schofield here. Thinking about part exchanging your car? You could be barking up the wrong tree. Why not check out We Buy Any Car? Buying without part exchanging could get you a bigger discount on your next car. That's barking up the right tree.
of this season's action on TalkSport with Now. Saturday is game day, featuring TalkSport's most full-on football dedicated schedule ever. From all the build-up to live commentary and post-match reaction, it's your non-stop one-shot Premier League destination. Game day on TalkSport with a Now Sports Day membership. The only way to watch Leeds versus Man City live today on Sky Sports for $11.98. No contract. Search Now Sports 18+. Stream via internet. Terms apply.
Traffic and travel on TalkSport with Swinton Van Insurance. We know that your van is important to you, so we'll help you find insurance to keep it properly protected. Swinton Van Insurance.
There's still good news if you're on your way from Liverpool to Newcastle for the early kick-off at 12:30. I can't see any delays on the M62, the M1 or the A1M. Or if you're going the other way, the M58, the M6 and the A69 are still looking good. In Alrulus in Staffordshire, there are still queues on the northbound side of the A38, approaching the closure of the A513. In Manchester, and Transport for Wales services are up. BT Sprint. It's 2 plus 5 for just £26.99. Like a £20 money back guarantee. A week best for £99. Hurry. BT of May. Why choose anyone else? Join BT today. Contract broadband only. New customers. CBO. Homes an increase each March. $31.99 for month. $95 supply. Today.
Newcastle versus coverage from 11, kick-off 12:30. Flight left onto Pentonville Road, A501. Play Virgin Bet 5s. Reveal 5 players for free and get cash for every goal they score. Download the app or go to virginbet.com. 18+, begambleaware.org.
Charlie Baker, TalkSport, the game day. We need to have a confirmation on the text that not everybody likes Liverpool.
Yeah, I feel that, yeah.
Continue on A501 for half a mile.
We're going to get our swords in a minute, but there we are. It was a Liverpool bit, wasn't it?
They're Liverpool at the moment, and that's just how I feel. You don't have to. It's a game of opinions.
Okay, we'll see.
Yes. Analysis from the face. The digital something to do with. Probably when I was 16. Took a sausage roll my lunch break. During my lunch break, I put the sausage roll into the microwave to warm it up, which I believe to be 30 seconds. Then I talked to my friends and completely forgot about the sausage roll. And realised I'd put the sausage roll in for 30 minutes. After about 10 minutes, green smoke started to bellow from the microwave. They had to abandon the shop for an hour to let the smoke out. I have never touched a sausage roll since, says
What a
Chris.
shame.
Give it a go today. Why not?
Have one. They're really nice. They're really nice.
They really, it's hard not to like it, you know.
That's
You know,
sausage roll.
they're like,
Right onto Swinton Street.
They're fine for
yeah,
now.
exactly. You know, they'll go out of fashion eventually. So surprise. I'm sure. That's everything. Charlie, actually talking about. These are words actually coming out of my mouth. Can't believe it.
There we are. Let's do Virgin Bet, shall we, Max? I don't know.
Yeah, let's do
what we
it.
do now.
Let's do it. Our official betting partner is Virgin Bet, and Will Gavin from TalkSport will talk us through the high fives feature, and he joins us now. Hello, Will Gavin.
Gents, I enjoyed the segue. That was very well done.
Good.
Yeah, it was. I would guess from saying it was literally not a segue because it just absolutely stopped. See, end the sausage roll conversation, start the new conversation. That's how all gear changes should be. Right, there are 3 big games in the Premier League today. Burnley go to Watford. That is a big game at the bottom. Leeds, Man City, and Newcastle, Liverpool. So I don't know if you have all the odds of those in front of you. I know the other ones aren't that important. And Norwich, Norwich are still safe.
Oh, I was going to say, Aston Villa Norwich. Villa,
They've gone, haven't they?
well, yeah, but Villa aren't out of trouble yet. They've only got 1 point from their last 5 games. They still have to play Burnley twice, who are very informed. They've still got to play Liverpool and Man
They've
City.
just got the points on the board, haven't they?
If Norwich get a result at Villa Park today, I think they're going to start. It's a bit of squeaky bum time for Stephen Gerrard. It's not how the odds makers see it. Villa entered the contest as short price 10 to 27 favourites on Virgin Bet. Norwich all the way out 15 to 2 or the draw. There's quite a lot of value at 17 to 4. That game's live over on TalkSport too. A little later on. The lunchtime kickoff. I mean, it's a Premier League classic for people of a certain era. And actually, Newcastle going into this with a 4-game winning streak, since Eddie Howe took
over, meaning it's not an easy trip to St James's Park for Jurgen Klopp's title hopefuls. However, unsurprisingly, they are odds on, not completely unbankable at 2 to 5 with Virgin Bet, but Newcastle could be back to 15 to 2, a draw at 19 to 5. Not unlike that Villa Norwich game, I think there could be some value. And that's despite the fact Leeds unbeaten in 5. They're certainly not out of relegation trouble, and they've been essentially 17 to 2 for the win. Man City at 1 to 3 odds on, and the draw pays 9 to 2. I'm less confident maybe about that.
Something could happen. Yeah.
Something we love it could happen.
Something probably will happen. Yeah, it's big ticket live Premier League action you can't afford to miss. Something will happen.
Absolutely nothing.
Jay says, game of opinion. Max Roger says, Mike, game of bias when talking about Liverpool. Game of bias.
This is coming.
Anyway, let's talk about the High Fives feature. Remind us how it works. I'm raising money for Shelter from the Storm. The homeless shelter work every Monday, haven't been for a while. Charlie, you're raising money for
the Silver Star Unit. And actually, I put out a call last week that they're looking for people to do the London Marathon. Patrick Holmes on Twitter, he accepted the call and he has signed up to do the London Marathon for the Silver Star. So well done, Patrick, and thank you very much.
So we're raising money for charity and we're finding people to run marathons.
Exactly, amazing.
So the fives is your...
I ran it twice. It's a living hell, just so you know. Patrick, good luck.
No, all good. I have never run a marathon. I doubt I will do in my lifetime. You've both met me. I think if there's anyone less likely at TalkSport to
You've
run
got
a marathon.
one in you, mate. I think you've got one in you.
Give it a go. Give it a go. Mile 18.
Maybe not this year.
Go get it.
Might take a little while.
Go get it.
Fives. So if you're a Virgin Bet customer and you log onto your app or to the website every day, from Tuesday through Saturday, you reveal a new player. And then at the end, once you've got your 5 players, a cash wheel spins, and for every goal scored, you win cash, not free bets, so it is withdrawable from your account. So if you've got Harry Kane, he scores a hat-trick, and your spinning wheels at £10, that's £30 for you for free of charge. And look, Charlie has spent the last 5 or 6 weeks slowly, gradually catching up with Max, building up his money that he's raised for charity, getting within £10 of Max last week. And then last week, Max had Gabriel Jesus and £50 per goal.
That's good.
So, 200 quid raised for charity by Max's team last week, and the season is basically done, Charlie. I apologise.
That's,
You still get the money. You still get your money. I'll split whatever we get. I'll split it 50-50.
Oh, that's nice, Max.
Who have we got this week?
So this week for Max, we'll start at the bottom end as we always do. Ben Davis for Tottenham against Leicester, Roman Saiz for Wolves against Brighton, actually appears in both teams this week. Musa Sissoko for Watford against Burnley. It's not the sexiest team this week, I have to say, especially compared with last. And Sean Longstaff for Newcastle. But you do have Timo Werner going up against Everton side who like to leak some goals. So, and he's played well recently, so there's some chance there, some opportunity. For Charlie, I mentioned Roman Saiz, also got Nuno Tavares for Arsenal against West Ham. Wesley Fofana for Leicester against Tottenham. Yeah, Tottenham's susceptible for a set piece. There's a possibility there. Mateus Klick for Leeds against Man City. And then you're big on Thiago going up against Newcastle for Liverpool
lovely.
today.
Outside the box, whack.
Spin the wheel. I'm doing it. Max will raise £10 per goal for goal scored for his charity today. What about Charlie?
Spin the wheel.
Charlie coming in at £20 per goal, so you just need the 10 goals from your team to catch up on Max.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Thank you,
I
Will.
believe. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Will Gavin there. Odds update, High Fives feature thanks to Virgin Bet. Virgin Bet 5 is the free-to-play football game where you can win withdrawable cash prizes each week. Download the app or go to virginbet.com. 18 plus, begambleaware.org. T's and C's apply.
High Fives on TalkSport with Virgin Bet. Play Virgin Bet 5s. Reveal 5 players for free and get cash for every goal they score. Download the app or go to virginbet.com. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
This is from Nigel. It says, hello, Nigel. My first microwave. Hello, Nigel. Love to
Nigel.
I put a quarter-pounder burger out of my freezer. I put it on for 10 minutes. Thought it'd be okay. Surprised when it took it out, it was solid as a brick. I'd have thought 10 minutes would be
Not from frozen. You can't cook from frozen in the microwave.
I mean, that is just, I didn't cook something for long enough, Nigel. I was like, we sort of want more.
Yeah.
Like, this is better. My mate Joe once microwaved his clothes because he'd left it late to wash and dry them on the morning we were going on a lad's holiday.
Lovely. Did that work? Does that work? Or does it just get very steamy?
I don't think it works. I wouldn't recommend. I don't think
All your food smells of Lenore for the next 2 months, you know.
James says, I went to the Crucible last week. Enjoyed a lovely meal at the Steel City. At the end of the meal, I did refer to our group as the consortium when it came to paying the bills. I worked this from the start of the show. Shame on me. I'm looking to become part of the consortium for something. Don't know what yet. Perhaps over the summer.
Have you seen the snooker, Max? Have you seen the snooker? It's all the same blokes been for the last 25 years. It's like
Tony
just
Knowles,
Bill
Worthington.
Worthington. Terry Griffiths and Cliff Thorburn in the final. Unbelievable. There we are.
This one says, nice to have some love for Liverpool. Usually this show has so much propaganda. It's Talk Leeds United.
And then we get it's Talk West Ham. If it's not your team, you think it's too much about everyone else, you know. So that's how it is, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe what we should splinter just into specific football teams.
Yeah.
And we can only talk about that. You're not allowed to enjoy the game from, you know,
Maybe that's the
objective.
future for Talk Sport is they just do specific team radio. Just how it is. And that's
Wouldn't
quite
it?
tiring.
And you're not allowed to criticise any part of that. That's what's an interesting part of this is. As a supporter, you're now not allowed to. So is it full of season tickets? Like astonishingly and outrageously high, like £1,000.
I don't know.
Okay, Fulham. And it's pretty disgraceful. It costs that much. I was chatting to a Fulham fan about this and says that some Fulham fans, because you now just have to defend your club about everything, are like, no, it's totally fine. It's good. It's good. They're going to charge me all the money I can in the whole world. I like that. It's literally charging you. You're paying for that's good.
Yeah, good.
You can't
I'm pleased.
criticise my club about anything. So good, charge me more. I wish it was 5,000. that would show them. Make it £1 million. That'd show them. I would be able to go, but it's what it should be. And then we could have all the best players win the league. I'm going to see them. Nobody would. It doesn't matter because it's my club and you can't criticise them. Anyway,
I'm happy to. Looking forward to playing time difference later on, so I'll sort of get him through the next bit. Just typically what we'll see until time difference.
So we do the opening bit of the show, and it's just getting away from time.
Time difference. Show what it just was. Time difference.
Pays the bills, this, doesn't it? Anyway, look, we'll be back doing something in a second.
Fight night on Talk Sport with DAZN. Insider news, knockout names, and nailed on adrenaline from the UK's hardest hitting closest to the campus boxing showcase with a weekly knockout card of Big Five build-ups, backstage bust-ups, and heavyweight debate. Boxing fits, boxing clever on Fight Night Saturdays from 10 on Talk Sport with DAZN. Stream Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano live tonight with DAZN. Let's get ready to go triple your first goal scorer odds with Betfred. Double delight and hat-trick heaven. Available on all Premier League games this season, in-store or online. Passionate. Sold, placed on the specified DDHA first goal scorer market in any 2021-22 Premier League game. Fulfilled in real cash and credited with settlement of the first goal scorer market. 90 minutes only. T&Cs apply. 18 plus. BeGambleAware.org.
Want a whole lot more for a whole lot less on your next project? Then get yourself down to Juicen. Their project bundle deals are spot on for busy builders like me. Everything I need to get the job done at a belting price. Like their plasterboard bundle. Get 12.5mm plasterboard and just $6.50 a sheet, plus 20% VAT when you buy at least 10 sheets, as well as the plaster, drill screws, and tape to go with it. Done. Just search Juicen Bundles.
Brazil and we're taking our new live stage show on the road, sponsored by Arnold Clark. Join us for an evening of fun and laughter with tales from the studio, from the dressing rooms, and of course, gentlemen. Talk Sports, Alan Brazil, and Ray Barlow will be live in Peterborough, Birmingham, Newcastle, and Nottingham. Get your tickets now from talksport.com/events. That's the Ray Barlow. We'll see you
In 15 minutes before that, Ian Cheeseman, Manchester City YouTuber, will join us. We'll discuss their game at Ellen Road. It's at 5:30 this afternoon, live and exclusive to National Radio. Leeds versus Manchester City. Yeah, let's get these sports headlines from Tom Clayton.
The former Newcastle defenders back to to be successful in the Premier League. After a remarkable turnaround this season, Stephen Taylor's told TalkSport the feel-good factors return to St James's Park. It's ahead of a clash with Liverpool at lunchtime, which is live on TalkSport. Meanwhile, TalkSport, Leeds should be safe from the drop this season. Leeds are 4 points clear of the relegation zone, but face Manchester City this afternoon, live on TalkSport. And a consortium led by LA Dodgers co-owner Todd Bowley is expected to be named as preferred bidder to purchase Chelsea. The group faced competition from two other suitors, including British businessman Sir Jim Ratcliffe, who tabled a late bid of more than £4 billion.
Weekday mornings from 6, TalkSport Breakfast, winning the hearts of a football-hungry nation.
Bags of McCoys to go around.
An early morning special delivery of sizzling sports news, featuring a rotating team of top ranked talent including wake up and smell the football. TalkSport Breakfast.
Kidding me, anyone sleep?
Weekday mornings from 6, TalkSport.
And having the most favourite part of TalkSport is coming on in about 15 minutes to time difference live from Mansfield Services. Your host Ian Dancer. Joe, age 12, says Bunker Booth down, beat Bolton 3-1 away in the big derby. Massive top of the table win. Well done, Joe. I saw Joe was 8 when we started. They all grow up so fast. They grow up so fast, don't they? Although, you know, little Ian Rushton is 6 weeks old and it feels like 6 weeks.
Yeah, long 6 weeks. long 6 weeks now. Thanks.
It is TalkSport has launched a brand new game, TalkSport Trivia, the new online sports quiz. Enter today for your chance to win £2,500 in cash. All you need to do is answer at least 3 quiz questions correctly for a chance to enter into the main prize draw. Charlie Baker.
Plus, if you play every day, you could win one of our daily prizes. So what are you waiting for? Own the game and join TalkSport Trivia today. Head to TalkSportTrivia.com. 18 plus. Competition terms and conditions apply.
All right, Leeds Manchester City kicks off at 5:30. Live exclusive on National Radio to TalkSport. Baker Others, your host Clive Sinclair.
How's it going?
If you amalgamate Clive Chelsea and Trevor Sinclair, that's what you get. Clive inventor Clive Sinclair will be commentating and summarising this game in place of Clive Chelsea and Trevor Sinclair. Let's Ian Cheeseman, Manchester City YouTuber, joins us now. Hey Ian.
Hey, Ian. I'm in one of those Sinclair C5.
You get about 6 weeks, Ian, won't you? Do you see this as a banana skin today? Leeds away, Leeds still need something?
Listen, every game, you know, when you got to this squeaky bum time, because you can tell the sun's out, it's going almost into May, and anything can go wrong, anything can go right. Of course, it's a potential banana skin because, you know, there'll be 1 or 2 players rested out, I would imagine, today, ready for the second leg of the Champions League game in Madrid next week. But always seems to have a plan, always seems to find a way. I mean, you're not going to ask me this, maybe you would ask me this later on, but I think City will win the remaining game. It's in the Premier League, but you can't be sure of these things. I mean, that's why we go to football. That's what we love it, isn't it?
I agree with you. I think they will win the league. When you hear us, we just had a big chat about Liverpool and how much we love Liverpool, and then Max brought up, at the moment they haven't won everything, so we don't get annoyed or tired of them. Do you feel like that's what people are a bit like with Man City, that because they've won everything, they sort of win every game, and it's like a machine that the love is.
There's a lot for City at the moment. Certainly, I definitely detect it in the media. I mean, obviously Liverpool have been around longer. They've got more fans worldwide. Let's be honest. I'm not going to deny that. Even though I'm a diehard City fan. I saw a couple of articles being circulated on social media this week. I won't name the journalist, but the journalist said it'd be terrible for City, for football, if City were to win all these trophies, and then a few days later, wouldn't it be great if Liverpool won the cup? You think, well, hang on a minute, it's one or the other, If City win the Premier League and the Champions League this year, that'll be phenomenal. If they don't, then Pep will get vilified, Liverpool will get lauded like, the superhuman or something like that. But the final line between us and Wolves is so fine. Should, I know this isn't vintage gender of a lot of people, we should actually celebrate how brilliant both clubs are now. The fact that they're both. Sure, we have two amazing teams at the moment who are just a paper-thin gap between the two of them.
There was a really interesting interview with, I think it was with American Reports, who was talking about that sort of car. Like you don't, and you're right, the Champions League, right? Like one team has to win it and one team won't, and that doesn't necessarily mean that everything that you've put into this season, this arbitrary amount of time, will equal failure. It might feel like that for the fans, but it's actually more nuanced. And that was really interesting to hear a player talk about, this whole culture of you're a failure, this is a disgrace, this is awful, and actually it's sort of more subtle than that.
Yeah, you did right. I mean, I've just been debating with somebody on social media about the merits of the City 4-3 victory against Real Madrid in midweek, which I've described as one of the best matches I've ever seen. And the guy was putting, if we lose in Madrid, nobody will ever remember that game. And I replied, I'll remember it for the rest of my life. It doesn't matter what the result is next week. Just enjoy the fact that you were there or watching it on TV or however you were consuming it, and you saw a fabulous game which City won. Let's remember, they didn't lose the game; they actually won the game. If they lose by a narrow margin, I don't think they will actually. But if they were to lose by a narrow margin in Madrid next week, that doesn't negate what you've seen, how privileged we've been to see that level. We should just be a bit more, enjoying everything. That's how I feel.
It's meant to be fun, isn't it? Do you think? I think if you'd had a proper striker, I know you tried to sign Harry Kane. I think if you'd had a proper striker up front all season, like the cup semi-final, and that game with Real Madrid, you could have been 4 or 5 up. And do you think that would be if you don't win many cups this year? Do you think that would be seen as a bit of an oversight by Pep?
It's the obvious go-to that it looks like they're going to get Haaland. It's not done, of course, but it looks like there's a good chance they're going to get Haaland. So, and if that happens, well, if Kane had come last year, City would have to play in a different way. Now, Pep's a genius. Pep is capable of rejigging his team, but the threat from them at the moment is that you don't know where the danger's coming from. Liverpool have a different type of thing. They've got 5 or 6 what you call almost forwards, whereas City have got attacking midfielders. It's a subtle difference, and there's a lot more movement perhaps in the way that City play. But Liverpool have other strengths. It's fascinating. I love watching the differences between these two teams. Obviously, tribalism means that a lot of fans can't do that. They can't enjoy both sides of the debate, but I do. I love it, even though obviously I'm a dyed-in-the-wool blue.
I was talking about Liverpool, Newcastle, half an hour ago, and talking about I'm slightly uncomfortable where the money comes from with Newcastle. I feel not dissimilar with Manchester City, and I miss the main road, Terry Phelan, Michel Fonte years. I wonder as a City fan if you miss any of that world.
City are changing. There's no doubt about that. As a club, they're changing. I mean, when I've been going home and away for 45 years, so obviously I've got lots of memories of Main Road and all the players that you've just been talking about. I work with Terry Phelan sometimes on Indian TV, and those, and I've talked to an awful lot of players, all the players on my podcasts and the YouTube channel. So of course I have fantastic memories of all that. As football fans, there's 2 things that we have to be able to shut out, because the money that they pay for footballers, no matter what the source of it is obscene. I mean, they're talking about £450,000 a week for Haaland. I mean, that is obscene. We live in a world where people are struggling, and that is obscene. But wherever that comes from, of course, we have to park that as well and just watch the players cross the line. There's a bit of me that has the fondest of all memories of the days when we were an ordinary club, struggling ups and downs. But you can't go go back in time. We are where we are. We are what we want. I mean, I interviewed a guy on the most recent video that I did on YouTube, an American who'd come over to the game in midweek, and you know, very brazen about it. Oh, this is my first game. I've come here because of the top of the league, and I'm now a Manchester City fan. And he had all the gear on, and he said, but if they get relegated or go down, I'll just support somebody else. And you think that's exactly what you don't want, to support your team, whoever it is. And that's the price you pay for being mega successful and being a global brand. So there's pros and cons to being successful and winning, and you lose to a point some of your heart, but there's still plenty of people like me, the so-called legacy fans, as we get called, who have been there right from the beginning all the way through, and you know that's not going to change, thankfully.
Yeah, and when they do cross the line when they are playing, you can't, you know, it's there, isn't it? You just feel it. Listen, thanks so much, Ian, for coming on. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Leeds City, 5:30 this afternoon. Obviously, we'll know what will happen between Newcastle and Liverpool, so if the title race goes to the wire. Richie says, this is on the subject of heating things up, obviously. We went to a Bobby Moore cancer fundraiser in London a few years ago where Max was presenting. After a few beers, they're followed by a night on the town. One of the boys brought a pizza back to the hotel and tried to reheat it using the trouser press. Cheers.
Yikes.
Really? Yeah,
Lovely stuff.
Now, live from Knutsford Services next, it is Time Difference with Ian Dancer.
Philip Schofield here. To all you van drivers out there, thinking, why do the car drivers get all the love? I've got news for you. From the people who brought you We Buy Any Car, drumroll, We Buy Any Van. Yes, we buy vans. All types of vans. Vans like yours. So stop feeling neglected, because we love vans too. To find out how much your van's worth in 30 seconds, WeBuyAnyVan.com.
For more information, see WeBuyAnyVan.com/info.
Is your kitchen all sorted, mate? Now shall we sort the paint?
Just a moment, I've actually got some cash here. 1, 2, 3, 976, 977, 978.
Want to make your payments easier? Well, it's a good job Toolstation do more than just tools. Get paid on your terms with SumUp Solo's all-in-one card reader for $99.99. And get a free Google Nest Mini with every order. Toolstation. Tools and more for any task. T's and C's apply. Offer valid until the 5th of June.
The American Golf Bank Holiday Sale is on now. From pros to first-timers, don't miss American Golf's amazing bank holiday offers in-store and online. Get great deals on some of the biggest brands, such as FootJoy, Stromberg, TaylorMade, Wilson and more. But hurry, as these offers must end Monday. So when they're gone, they're gone. Visit us in any of our 95 stores or at americangolf.co.uk, because American Golf is behind every golfer.
Award-winning comedian Russell Peters returns to the global stage with a hilarious new show. The Russell Peters 2022. Dates in London, Birmingham and Manchester. Get your tickets now or win them for free at talksport.com/competitions. See this comedy icon live, loud and legendary at the venue of your choice. Russell Peters, the Act Your Age World Tour.
Traffic and travel on Talk Sport with Switton Van Insurance. Your van means a
Turn left onto Old Oak Road, then turn right onto East Acton Lane.
Switton Van Insurance.
In West Yorkshire on the M62 eastbound and between junction 22 for Rishworth Moor and 23 for Huddersfield, the motorway is part blocked by an accident which is causing delays. On the M25 clockwise in Surrey at junction 6 for Godstone, a lorry is having a tyre change, so lane 1 is closed and there's a queue of around 3 miles. On the M20 coastbound in Kent, Operation Brock is still in place between junction 8 for Leeds Castle and 9 for Ashford. There's a contraflow on the opposite carriageway, and there are delays of up to an hour for East Midlands Railway Northern and Transport for Wales services via Manchester because of earlier signalling problems. I'm Michael Page.
It's the BT Spring Sale. Get super fast fibre for just $26.99 a month and get more of the things you want, like a £20 money back speed guarantee, a which
Turn right onto East Acton Lane.
and security included. Everything you want your broadband to be for just $26.99 a month. Hurry, ends 18th of May. Why choose anyone else? Join BT today. 24-month contract broadband only. New customers. CPI plus 3.9% increase each March. $31.99 for month 25. Terms apply. On
300 yards at the roundabout, continue straight. Stay on East Acton Lane.
Day warm-up on Talk Sport.
You are listening
listening to the world's biggest sports radio station. It's Talk Sport. Max Rush and Charlie Baker with you until 11. Right now, it is time for Time Difference. And here's your host, live from Knutsford Services. It's Ian, man about Knutsford. Downtown. Morning, Max. Morning, Charlie. It is time for Time Difference.
It's time. There's always time for time.
There's always time for Time Difference. 5 goals. Yeah. 5 goals, all that were scored at various times in scored in our 2 contestants today. Funnily enough, Max Rushton and Charlie Baker, the Kings of Funnel. Good morning.
Good morning. Nuts about nuts for downtown.
And Tony is scoring as always. The voice is Richard Honey. Morning, Tony.
Morning, Dance. Oh, lovely. Look at that. What a voice.
We're almost ready for the off with 5 goals, and of course, children are primed and ready.
Have we got time?
Yes.
Have we got time for Time Difference?
Yeah, we have. Always time for Time Difference. But I will say to Max Rushton, which hand are my jelly babies in? Left.
Sounds like a euphemism.
Yeah. Well, which one?
He said left hand.
Oh, did he say it was right? It is left hand. So,
Okay.
Charlie, you are going to go first or second, Max?
I'll go second.
All right. So, Charlie, you are first. Our first goal on time difference. Arsenal 3, Manchester United 1 last weekend.
Oh yeah.
Granit Xhaka's screamer.
Oh yeah.
For the
was in the 62nd minute.
Okay, Max Rushton, what say you?
I think that's pretty good. It's sort of in that envelope. I'll go 66.
All right, let's hear it as it went in.
Xhaka tries to flick it against Varane. He does that. They want handball. They're not getting it. It comes to Xhaka who shoots. What a goal from Xhaka. He hammers it into the corner.
That was in the 70th minute, gentlemen. 70th minute. So, what are the scores after the first goal, Tony?
Time difference.
Max is on 4 and Charlie's on 8.
Okay. Goal number 2, Max is first. What a great game at the Etihad in midweek. Man City 4,
Oh yeah.
Real Madrid 3. I want the goal where Phil Foden, Max, put City ahead by 2 on the night. What minute was that goal scored in, please?
Champions League, Max, so let's
52nd minute.
All right, Charlie Baker, what say you?
I think it was a little bit later than that. I'm going to say the 56th minute.
All right, let's hear it as it went in.
Manchester City! The local man scores in a Champions League semi-final!
53rd minute, you were very close, Max.
Very close. Very good.
So after 2 goals, Tony, what have we got?
Max is on 5 and Charlie's on 11.
Good scoring this, everybody.
Very good.
Yes,
Time
it
difference,
is.
isn't it?
Now, Liverpool-Newcastle live on TalkSport at lunchtime. We're going back to the classic 1996 4-3 encounter. We all remember Stanley Victor-Collingwood's winner in the 92nd minute. But, Charlie, Robbie Fowler opened the scoring in what minute in that game?
It was in the 11th minute.
All right, Max Rushton.
18th minute.
Let's hear it as it went in.
Time difference.
Wait for those players.
Classic start gives it away. It was the 2nd minute, as early as that.
Bang! Time difference.
So the scoring suddenly gone to pot. Tony, what we got?
Max is on 22 now and Charlie's on 20.
It's okay. He seems very laconic and sleepy.
Yeah,
You okay, Dance?
I'm just preparing for my job later.
You had a lot of chat going on at
Hang on.
Knutsford
Hang on,
Service
Dance.
as well.
This is the job, Dance. The rest of it is for show. This
I see.
is why you get paid the big bucks to host Time Difference. This could go on
Commentary for show.
television, Dance.
Time
Wait a minute.
difference for dough.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I've asked for a raise from £0 to £6,000. So I
buy
can
that
buy that
guitar.
Eddie Van Halen autographed guitar that I once sold.
Could somebody buy...
Salty of his, Max. We're going to all
Okay. Well, that would
got
be
a good
nice.
sort
Anyway,
together. Have we got time for the rest of the time difference?
Yeah, we have got loads of time. Yeah, we've really got loads of time.
so we're going back to the Nottingham Forest Tottenham Hotspur Cup final
in
Oh, yes.
1991.
Love it.
Spurs won the FA Cup for a then record 8th time, but our TalkSport colleague Stuart Pearce got the opener, Max, but in which
What a free
minute?
kick.
Oh, don't play the goal yet.
Don't play the
Don't
goal
play
yet.
the
What are you
goal.
doing?
Goodness
Blimey.
sake.
God.
We've got time for this, everybody.
There's always time for time difference.
Stuart Pearce scored in the 20... Hang on. Yeah. 31st minute.
Oh, you didn't sound like you're Googling.
31st. All right, Charlie Baker.
How can you sound like you're
You
Googling?
sounded like you were Googling. I don't think it was a lot earlier.
In 300 yards of the roundabout, take the second exit.
How do you know as a human being? Do you think I'd be to Google that?
Flannel.
14th minute.
All right, let's hear it as it went in. See, now it's not red. As soon as that's
Oh, it's in.
Splendid shot by the Forest captain.
It was the 16th minute. So Charlie May will have the lead here, I think, going into the final goal. What are the scores, Tony?
Oh, dance Charlie doesn't.
Quarter of a mile at the roundabout, take the second exit onto South Parade, B490.
All right, so
Charlie to go
final
first.
goal
Bearing
outside
in
of-
mind, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, just so we're all aware, there's 15 in it. We really need to pad out this goal for 4 minutes.
Really,
So
4
I don't know
minutes.
what's happened because there is always time for time difference.
always time
So
for
like,
time.
let's really. I
Don't
just
believe,
want
Max,
everybody-
that you're actually showing concern over the fact that you've got a pad for 4 minutes. When have you ever been concerned about padding needlessly for 4 minutes?
I'm just saying, let's ratchet up the
Answer the
tension
question.
here, everybody. Let's really focus on turning this into what could be the greatest moment in time difference history. It is a difference of 15. If you remember after the controversy when Ellie, who I hope has been sacked after completely failing at all the maths last
Rashford's
week.
tapping a watch.
Well, Reshman doesn't want it. Reshman wants us to.
She never comes on our show anymore.
For some
Furious.
reason, Reshman wants to start
Oh,
late.
Sedan
That's
chair's
why.
late, but she's still tapping a watch. Anyway, the final goal is
Yeah. When is it?
back in 2011. Manchester United 4, Schalke 1. A young Manuel Neuer, playing for Ralf Rangnick Schalke, makes a mistake as Darren Gibson sees his shot go in the Champions League semi-final. But what minute did that go in? Charlie Baker, you are first for this final goal.
I don't
So
remember.
we've had this meeting where we say it should be Jeff Hurst's 4th goal for England in the 66 World Cup final. When did it go in? Not Darren Gibson's deflected second goal or something for Manchester against Schalke in a game that not even Manchester United.
Turn right onto Acton Lane, then turn right onto Clement Close.
If you want Janet and John time difference, go elsewhere. This is big boys time
I want
difference.
Janet and John. That's exactly what I want.
Turn right onto Clement Close, then your destination will be on the left.
There's people screaming the minute at their wirelesses right now.
1889 on the text. Can anybody simply answer yes, no? Can you remember this game? Yes or no?
Welcome home.
Champions League semi-final. Champions League semi-final 2011.
Tony, you're here to do the maths. You're not here for opinions, Tony. This is ridiculous. Know your place on time.
Debbie Gibson's goal in what is it? Debbie Gibson's goal in the Champions League.
It's only a Champions League semi-final goal. That's all it is.
Okay, and what? And how many goals were there? And when?
It was 4-1 in the end to Manchester United.
Yeah, and this is the second goal in the game, is it?
He hasn't said that. I made that up. I don't know. I can't remember Darren Gibson ever
So I'm just
scoring for Man
basically
United.
pulling a number out the air.
That's what you're
Just
doing.
doing
I'm
it.
pulling
Get a minute
I'm
out
pulling a number 16 minutes, 16 away from whatever number you pull.
Exactly.
I'm going 16
Screw
away.
it, the game's gone.
Charlie,
58th minute.
Pick a
58th
minute.
minute.
Right, 58th minute. Max, where you going?
74.
Time difference. Time difference.
Coldplay are getting bored now. They can't keep playing that over and over.
Time.
Oh, someone can remember it. Yes, is the
Someone
first
can
text.
remember.
Okay,
Yes,
we'll take it
there
all
we
back.
are.